You've most likely heard of project-based learning before. It's one of those things that kind of keeps coming up. It was a big, big thing before we moved into standardized testing. We're starting to hear it again, and it's easy to look at project-based learning and kind of like have a side eye glance at that. But I wrote it down here so I didn't forget to say it. I was listening to this podcast actually right here as I was thinking about project-based learning. And something that Trevor Muir says in that podcast, he goes, I like to think of project-based learning as purpose-based learning because it's really all about intentionality and purpose. And if you are looking for a reason to buy into PBL, this podcast right here, that third resource down, is a really good place to go. So if you've always been interested, if you're curious, if this is just an area you want to explore a little bit more, then I'm excited to talk about this with you. As opposed to personalized or self-paced learning, uh, this is a little less systemic, a little less structural. It absolutely needs some systemic and structural implementation and changes. Uh, PBL and effective project-based learning is really about a culture and the structures around a project. But this is really about switching up your entire system. And something, again, they say towards the end of this podcast is not everything needs to be, or should be or should be PBL. Not everything needs to be a project, right? So that is, I just thought of another resource that I'm going to put on here. One of my all-time favorite, it'll be on there. It'll be probably the last one, but PBL, right? Project-based learning is essentially just getting kids invested in a project to address certain standards. So I'm not going to dig super deep into this one because this is all about your exploration. Every resource I have down here, except for the one I just thought of, is all going to be from this guy named John Spencer, who, if you are not familiar with John Spencer, then you should. SpencerAuthor.com is his website. This first link here will take you to it. He is super awesome and a nice wealth of resources, and he's got some great 5-minute YouTube videos, kind of any topic that you would like to learn about. So here, if you're just interested, what is PBL? This will dig into it. Again, remember, this should be about 20 minutes of your time just digging in and learning, and then you're going to set up a conversation with me to talk about maybe some next steps and really just kind of brainstorm some things and collaborate and kick some ideas around. So this is a PBL course that John Spencer has for free that you can walk through. There's a master course version too that's paid, but this will, if you're wondering what this is like, it's like everything we're doing here with the self-paced learning, but way better because John Spencer is a beast. So this is a super, super good one. And then if you're looking for a way just to implement some projects, these last 3 here will give you some resources. So watch this video first, and then if you want to do it over the course of a day or a week, those will take you to a Google Drive folder with some resources and things that you could use there. So, okay, project-based learning. Again, when you are done digging through these resources, spend 10, 20, 30 minutes digging into this, fill out this form, and I'll be in touch. We'll set up a time to collaborate and meet. All right, looking forward to hearing from you.